Yeah, there we go.
The freestyle by Corey Holcomb and this bitch. Cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. I don't like your daughter, bitch. Ever since I saw the little hoe, niggas knocking on my motherfucking door. Is Trina there? Is she coming out? I say, hey, put that thing in that bitch mouth, cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. Going in my refrigerator. Every nigga that nut in her, somehow they hate her. Her 2 kids that she kept cause she thought them dudes was gonna give her fuck. But then they ducked out on her ass. Fuck that silly slut. Even though that bitch do got a big ass butt. But I won't fuck her though. Cause it's your daughter. But get the daughter out my face before the slaughter. I don't like your daughter, bitch.
I told you he had some shit.
Anyway, but what's happening now is we don't.
Now, you know, y'all talking all that shit like we ain't gonna play this game tonight.
Yeah, we got
It's
technical
going down.
difficulties with our Ustream or whatever the fuck that is, but we also have technical difficulties with Bobby and Zoe. Right now, Bobby and Zoe have basically talked that shit to the point where they ready to play this one-on-one with basketball. Bobby will be selling the jerseys, them wife beater jerseys,
right?
With a yellow number on that, with a musty yellow number on that,
right?
And for the record,
right, and Zoe gonna be wearing some Egyptian
Air Jordans.
His shirt is gonna look like somebody bought it for him.
No, you guys are joking so much.
No, this ain't no joke. This is going down.
They're gonna play.
You damn right.
This is what's gonna happen after the show.
Good.
After the show, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take one of the cameras out there, and we're gonna watch Bobby and Zoe play a game of one-on-one up to 7.
That's it.
The winner will get all the glory.
Hey, that's it. That's it.
I want to say to Bobby,
Yeah.
Bobby, if you lose, you will have lost to a man with green eyes.
And that ain't gonna be the problem. I'm not leaving here
Bobby
with
got
no
green
loss.
eyes, too.
Zoe,
I'm not losing.
Bobby ain't got green eyes.
I am
Bobby
not
has hazel
losing.
eyes.
Bobby got some different color eyes.
Yeah, what I got is a jump shot that's going in, and it's between that nigga eyes.
Bobby,
That's
Zoe,
Bobby, that's what's
you
going
can't
down.
shoot. You're a
All
tennis
right,
player.
We're gonna find out about that.
You and
Now,
Richard Williams.
The
Zoe
same
trains
thing.
young bitches.
The same thing that happened to your hero tonight is gonna happen to you.
He
My
talking about
hero,
going
man.
down. Yeah,
He talking about
Kobe
Kobe
Bryant.
37 shots to get how many points?
39. Yeah,
37 shots to get 39 points. Kobe
Another
is
loss.
over for you. Your game stink like that shit they had to scrape out your Achilles. Get your pussy ass out of here. Anyway, so if you lose, you will have lost to an elderly man.
I would have lost to Methuselah.
That's right. It's going down.
You got that wife beater with you?
Nah,
I
don't
would
even-
never wear
You
a.
gotta wear that next show.
Oh, hell no.
I got this.
You know how much money I would pay to watch Bobby play at that tank top?
Yeah.
Bobby, we can hold off the recording.
No,
Until you
we
get that tank top.
no. We gonna play.
Get your tank top
tonight.
together, Bobby.
We playing tonight.
Bobby, I will
We
pay
playing
you
tonight.
I will
play in that tank top. I will pay you to play in that tank top.
I have to see it.
Come on, Bobby.
Yeah.
The whole world will watch that. If Bobby
Yeah.
played Zoe and beat him in that tank top,
I'm gonna beat him,
The next show, he lost.
the
man. look
loser
here.
got to wear the tank top.
I'll beat him in some overalls.
Not washed either. Don't wash it.
No, Zoe,
Let's do this.
You gonna make me play hard?
Oh, you gonna have to play hard. He
I'm gonna
got
play
to
for
play
real.
hard.
Like, oh,
Zoe
shit.
He got to bring everything he got, and he's still gonna fall
If you lose,
short.
Bobby,
you got to wear that
you
tank
good.
top. If you lose, you got to wear that tank top to the show.
If I lose,
And if Bobby lose,
I'll wear the tank top. But you gotta give. That ain't a punishment for Bobby wearing the tank
No.
top.
We got to get one for Bobby that's fair.
The bottom line
That's
is,
part of Bobby's
we just need to concentrate
wardrobe.
on what he got to wear, because he's going down.
If Bobby
He's
lose,
going down.
what can Bobby
He's
do
going
in
down.
in a tank
Come up with
top?
something. I don't know.
If we'll think of a good one.
Come on with it, whatever it is. I'm ready. But I ain't got to worry about that.
You got what?
You got a dance battle with that homeless guy that was on Crenshaw. They rolled past that one night last week.
Y'all spending way too much time on that. I am not losing.
Bobby, you not.
I
good.
am not losing.
If you lose, Bobby, you got to hug a man on Santa Monica with no
Oh,
shirt on.
hell no. Fuck that.
With no shirt on.
Skin to skin. Skin to skin.
Oh, no. That But we ain't got to worry about that.
Man on Santa Monica.
With no shirt on.
See, now y'all gonna make me kill this nigga.
So
Now
you
y'all
ain't gonna
done-
lose.
oh no,
Wait, I can't.
no.
Okay, so
It's
let's go.
assured that I'm
so
not
the game
losing.
is on. Are we
It's
gonna record
on.
it then, Corey, tonight?
It's
or you gonna
getting
wait for the-
The
recorded.
reason
Yeah.
we're not going to record the game tonight
You
is
want-
because
you need the tank top.
Bobby has to wear that tank top. That do you know how priceless that was?
Oh man,
Okay,
this
so
ain't
yeah.
a joke.
Bobby.
Okay.
This is not a joke. I'm
Bobby.
gonna beat him in,
Well, there
in
you
some
go.
overalls
Well,
if
then
Not a
necessary.
ball player.
Please let me produce this game. Please.
It's on
Did
you.
everybody
Okay,
wear
you
the
can
proper
do you can do the
shoes, proper
production.
gear?
We
All
on
right.
that. We
Okay.
Bobby
that's
is
gonna
not
happen.
a ball
yeah.
player.
Okay, so
According to
let's
you.
go to the topic then.
Okay.
An hour before the show, everybody show up at 6. We'll go get this one-on-one game and then come in and do the show.
How about
Oh
that?
my
Now
God.
y'all done really made
Absolutely.
it. He has no chance if y'all gonna give me a week to prep. It's really gonna be
Oh, see,
ridiculous.
and you even talking about prep.
If you don't think I'm not gonna practice, you out your mind, man. You give me a week.
practice.
I was gonna drill you tonight.
You know this
I was gonna finger roll you into next week, but now
Gonna be the game.
I'm breaking out the Earl Monroe, the
Y'all
Scooby
can,
Doo, the
put the-
finger roll,
y'all can put the
the
playoffs out
Sam
of business
Jones. Oh my God,
with this
it's
game.
gonna be
beat the shit out of
ridiculous,
Bobby.
man. Oh
And
no,
normally I
no.
respect my elders, but I'm
No,
gonna beat Bobby's ass.
no,
I'm gonna beat Bobby up. That's what's gonna happen.
Estimated score from each of y'all. Bobby, what do you think the score gonna be?
It'll be 7-2.
I'll
The only
beat
reason he
Bobby
gonna
7
get
to
2
nothing.
is because I might miss one shot.
I'll beat Bobby 7-0.
He's out of his mind.
Okay, can I say
If
this?
I don't beat Bobby 7-0, I might commit suicide.
Well, then you know they need to get a gurney ready for him. Then
I haven't.
gurney.
I have not
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
Bobby play, nor have I seen Zoe play.
Yeah.
So this is something I
Yeah.
look very
Yeah.
forward to.
Oh, this is gonna be
okay,
great.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
gonna
God.
be.
But all the
exciting.
bullshit aside, let's get to this
I
topic.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get to some of it,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah,
Did you play with him?
Boy, terrible.
yeah. Okay, all right. Ask your son if I'm telling when I took him to the hole.
Oh, you mean after he dunked on you and
No.
Bobby grabbed him and threw him on the ground?
No, tell him about when I took him to the hole.
Oh.
Did I take him to the hole?
Bobby.
Did I take him to the hole?
This is my son.
Wait,
Let
wait.
me just clear this
He didn't
up.
answer the
Zoe,
question.
I hate when Bobby
He didn't
tries
answer
to
the
throw my
question.
son under the
He
table.
didn't answer the
My
question.
son sees an elderly
Zoe got that
man.
twitch
got
in his
took
eye. He
to the
getting
hole.
mad.
My son sees an elderly man on
And
the
he
court.
and he got took to the hole
So Bobby said, "Let me show you some things."
and took his
So
ass straight to the hole.
He goes by my son. My son let you do that.
No, he ain't letting me
And he
do
made a
shit.
layup, and then Bobby started mouthing off. So my son goes, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And then the next play, bow on his ass.
And then what happened on the
and then
next
Bobby
play?
grabbed him and threw him on the ground.
You damn right.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
while
It's-
St. John's head coach was there watching my son.
Right. All of that
Bobby
happened.
crazy
In
than a
that
bag of angels. That's
So
how
if you don't think I'm all
Bobby's a sore
in.
loser.
I'll destroy Bobby. Bobby's
Nah.
a sore loser.
So
All right.
Well, because that's what people
My
do.
son
when
gonna let
We ain't gonna. You know what? It's
play.
better. It's better if we just let the nation see these two great athletes and do their thing. Now let's get back
Okay.
to the real nitty gritty that nobody really wants to talk about in front of their
Here we
woman.
go.
This is a topic that men do not like to discuss in front of their woman because it puts them on the spot. But this nation is divided, in my opinion, because of this. If men can have the 2 girls or 3 girls or 4 girls that they fucking with all under one roof, I believe the economy would be fixed. There would not be no issues with broke motherfuckers because the lion will have his lionesses doing what the fuck need to be done as they take turns on that dirty dick. Because that's what it will.
Somebody live like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
well,
saying
yeah, I know.
all these situations should really just turn into a pride, like a pride alliance?
Listen, man.
One dude
No
with a
matter
bunch
how
of women out there hustling.
No matter how unorthodox it sounds, the reason people struggle is because at most it's only 2 incomes. But if there was more than 2 incomes, more than 2 people working toward that goal of that family, I believe, as crazy as it sounds, people wouldn't be in the hole as deep as they are right now.
No, because it would stay pretty much still stay the same because then they're gonna all start having children as well. So that means more kids. You need a bigger home. Add everything else up.
You can
So-
have a girl with the fattest neck abort the kids and have the more attractive girls.
Oh my God.
You know, you love her the same. It's just her kids to be rougher in the world.
So you mean the ugly girl gotta have the abortion?
Ugly girl just, maybe she don't have to do as many chores around the house, but her children will be prohibited. But
That's some bullshit.
how is that some
Y'all some bullshit, man.
Fuck you, soft motherfucker. No.
Okay,
But
so
look.
you are talking about this topic. Why? Because that's something that you guys would like, or is
No.
it something that you just curious to say, like how many people would be interested in something like this?
We're putting it out there because I believe most men are scared to ever in their lifetime just sit down with two women that they deal with and say, I pulled this surprise meeting together.
It's got to be a surprise meeting.
It has to be because they may not
They ain't
show
gonna
up if
show
you
up.
tell them
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is.
Tell them what it is.
But I'm just saying, if you get them in a room and you speak honestly about what's going on, you may lose both of them, but morally, you did what you were supposed to do anyway.
According to what gospel?
Well, when I say morally, you did what you were supposed to do anyway, because, most people live with that guilt that they never could come clean about everything that's going on with what they do and how they living.
Well, Corey, I think they don't come clean because they don't want to lose what they got going on.
Of
Because
course.
if they were to become,
I think women are guilty of that too.
True, but if they were to speak on it and try to make that happen, it most likely is not going to come to fruition.
I just don't see how they could possibly work personality wise. Because
Say that again, Bobby.
I don't see how they could possibly work personality wise. Because typically, what you like in one person, the other person is not gonna fit into that mold.
Are you speaking hypothetically? Are you speaking from
Just from
'cause I'm just saying, like, it's even with this topic, people have to say they're speaking hypothetically because they don't want no shit. This is what makes the world rough, because we all live such a fucked up lie, and that lie is causing tension in your lives because you're living the lie, number one, and also the person you with, a lot of times they suspect that's your lifestyle anyway. So maybe if you come with some different shit where they see something different about you, even if they leave you, they'll be like, you know what? That was the realest shit I ever seen in my life. A motherfucker do. Which, in my opinion, might be worth it.
I just don't see how you gonna fit all them personalities under one roof. I just don't see that happening, man.
Well,
Why not?
I would argue what you say right there, Bobby. You say fitting all those personalities under one roof.
Yeah.
In most situations, you can't fit the personalities under the roof that you have right now, and it's just the two of you.
Yeah.
Maybe the third person can serve as the mediator, unless you choose all fucked up personality having motherfuckers. That's another flaw we have, who we choose.
Okay, but why do they all have to live under one roof?
Because it helps people get on their feet. It saves gas money.
Because you know what I'm saying. So what if you offer that? Like, okay, I got, because most of the time that's the case anyway. People will know about main girl, then you got the side girls. They kind of already know. And then so why do they have to come together? And are you saying that?
Most people don't know, they assume.
Okay. So
Every
then
once
what
in
if
a while, the truth pops out about what the person is doing, and because of the feelings you have or they may have for you, y'all don't break up right away. But why do we have to lie about the situation forever? Why are you around somebody where you're never bold enough to say, you know what, I fuck other people, I love you. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, you are what I'm living for. You are who I'm cutting for. But I fuck other people, and this one girl I'm fucking with seems really nice. If she moved in with us, I'm sure she can help keep up things.
Oh Lord.
Like, you see how that's
God.
funny, but it shouldn't be funny.
It's
That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this.
man, shit.
Would you say that the concept...
Bobby said, man, shit. But I want to know why Bobby said, man, shit.
I just can't. I can't picture that working, Corey, because most relationships past, just a casual relationship is intense. you know, to the point where you develop strong feelings for somebody, and even if you go outside of that relationship, that's all that is an outside relationship. So how is that gonna work under a roof where that person really that you done brought into that mix see that, damn, he treat her different than he do me?
Well, Bobby, I saw this movie called Savages. Now it's a movie. Mm-hmm. But if you saw this movie Savages, the two guys live with the one girl. Both of them have a sexual relationship with the girl while they have a business that is very productive, and they make a lot of money. There's no games amongst them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's two
they
men
know
and
what
one
it
woman.
is.
So
it's
are
two
you
men, one
saying-
woman, and I'm just saying.
Women are emotional. The guys don't go off
So
their
are you
emotions.
saying polygamy will save the economy?
I'm not saying it will do it all by itself, but I'm saying it is an option that I feel like it's a shame people look like they won't consider because they feel like it's something foul. When how can it be foul when everybody's doing it? People, you know, there are people out here who aren't in a relationship.
Right.
And they'll be fucking with people that are in a relationship. And they think they're not fucking up the relationship or they're not part of the relationship. You're all part of it. As long as you have the knowledge of what's going on, you're all part of what's happening. The problem is everybody isn't informed with what they need to be informed with. And that's what causes all of the tension and destruction in society, if you ask me, because everybody has to lie to each other according to this, according to the rules here in America. Now, listen to me. I'm not trying to petition for this, like, yeah, we should be doing this, but I'm saying, like, people are even scared to open their minds to this. Just like with religion, maybe some of the stuff you learned wasn't what you need to know. I'm saying the way we live together, where you're taught you can only be with one woman, you know, even women only be with one man, even though I think it's very hard for a woman to function when she's got more than one guy. And we could talk about that, the reason I think that.
Yeah.
We could talk about that.
Go in on that, Corey. What's different?
A lot of times when women are sleeping with more than one guy, they become callous, in my opinion, toward men. This is just my opinion. I don't have a professional. I don't have a professional point of view on this. This is my observation in life. When women get used to sleeping with 2 or 3 guys at a time, they become callous and lose their sense of compassion for anybody and anything. Maybe their kids, they still have, you know, they'll have it for their kids. But when it comes to being intimate with a person like another guy or whatever, it becomes something that's like, oh, it's nothing to me. But when they focus on one guy, which is what most women do, even though most of the time it might be the wrong guy. But when they focus on one guy, it seems like they have a direction, a purpose. But when they sleeping with a lot of guys, I'm telling you, it's just my opinion, they are frivolous about sex. They can sleep with anybody. Like it ain't nothing. Just because they sleep with a lot of guys.
What do you think of that?
Darlene, I wonder what you think about that.
You're a woman.
I mean, I believe that.
And you know women like this, don't you?
Yeah. But at that point, they're just gone. They're no longer women.
What are they?
They're just cold pieces, because that's not a woman. That's not ladylike. You know what I'm saying? They're not used to that. They don't do that.
Wait, but what does she mean when she says not ladylike?
Sleeping. You're talking about sleeping around with all these, like, 3
Sex.
different guys? Yeah,
Yeah.
at one time, just going for it like that? No.
All the porno chicks I met in my
That's
life.
work, Corey. They're working.
No, they fucking.
Whether
and getting
they
paid for it. That's
Right,
prostitution.
right.
whether they're working.
But in a relationship, you're talking about in a relationship. In other words, I don't see that being able to work out, because the problem with the women is that they might want that one particular guy, and yes, you got another woman, couple women in there, but it's time. So they get like that. They're like, but I've seen those shows. They don't work out. The Polygamist, where these guys are married to like 5, 6 women. and
Yeah, they
it's
do.
always the
Yeah, it
same.
works
No, they're
out.
all
It
fighting
works
out.
out. They be chilling
Dude, they're
for
they're
years.
always fighting and arguing and everything. And the main, I'm trying to get to
That's
it.
for
The
Doesn't
main
mean
TV.
you're
way.
not gonna fight and
No, no,
argue,
no.
but you could always walk away from
The
one.
But
Mormons
the
are
main,
cut off
but
from
the main
society. Go
problem
ahead.
and the main argument that I hear, right, and not only just in those situations, but just women, period, is the time with me. But I want them there.
Right.
They want
but
a
the
whole. They
easiest
want
thing to do in that
So-
situation
and you think
is
that's gonna help with
I'm
a bunch of-
arguing with my wife. I don't like your tone. I'm gonna go over to wife number 2.
right. So they're all
Get
gonna be
your tone
unhappy.
together.
And you think that's
Hold
gonna
on,
be
I'll let
hold
you
on.
next
You know what?
Thursday.
You know what's not fair? This is what's happening. You're talking about stuff off television. Which
Not
is
even just that. No,
all
I'm just saying that's an
produced.
example.
I'm talking about, like, take the Mormons.
But their main problem is
If you
what
just
I hear
listen to
women
me,
say anyway.
if you listen to me, the Mormons are not trying to blend into society. I would think if you have a couple where it's not traditional, where it's more than one girl, more than one guy, whatever you're gonna do. If they're in society, it's harder to make that work. But if they live in a society where it's not something that's looked at as evil, which is what we need to talk about next, because from what I understand from Akon and his situation, where he was trying to bring his wives to the United States, and they barely told him, you can't live like that out here, or you will not become a citizen here. The way you look at things here is not the way they look at things in other countries. Other countries have shit like this that's normal. So I'm saying, like, when you see
why is
stuff
it
on TV,
why is
it's
it
produced that
abnormal
way.
here?
It's abnormal here because the wicked men in power know that if people come together, they will find ways to solve most of the problems.
So you said we have a better chance at, dealing with some of the issues that we faced if we had bigger families.
If you have a team, a man and a woman trying to, I mean, listen
think
to
you'd have
me.
a mess.
Listen to me. If you don't disagree with, if you don't agree with me, that's what we're doing this for.
Right.
I need you to let me know you don't disagree with me. But I just think, and this may be looked at as something personal, if you got a man and he got 2 women that are down with him, I don't think society has nothing out here that can hold that team back. But when you got a man who just got a woman and they have to try to take on this world by themselves, they have limited resources unless they are privileged. And we all know who the privileged people are. So they don't have the same issues that the people who are out here not in that tax bracket have. And the reason I even bring this up is because, this shit ain't working the way it's going.
Well, first of all, it's hard enough to get one woman to commit to you in a way that you can build something. And I still haven't been able to get my mind around the likelihood of finding 2 women that would be completely
out there.
engaged in what it is that I would call a
Bobby,
forward thrust.
Have you ever dealt with 2 women at one time?
I was about to say they out there.
Yes,
Well, you
I've
can find
dealt
them,
with,
but
but
they're
I'm
not
just
gonna be the
saying
ones
I've
that
not
you like.
dealt successfully with 2 women.
They ain't
at
gonna
one
be the
time.
ones that you want.
Nobody has, Bobby.
You see.
But have you ever dealt with 2 women at the same time where they both know about each other and they both cool with that?
Nah.
So that's what I'm saying. People haven't even done it, but it
It's-
seems
but it's-
crazy.
and my point is, the reason it's difficult for me to imagine that is, it's been hard enough to try to be with one woman successfully. I'm talking about to the point where you confident that, you know what, man, I'm looking forward to this because it's working out like that. The thought of being able to find 2 women that can deal with me on that kind of level is beyond my comprehension.
I
Just me
think so.
personally.
I think it all has to do, and I've learned this through trial and error, but I think it all has to do with the level of honesty that the man presents from the jump. If he just, hey, I'm not monogamous, but you cool, you bad, I want to build something with you, and then he has another situation and he tells the truth about that, hey, I'm seeing somebody else, and then he's, you know what, we might as well do this thing together. What I
And
find
you have a
out
choice.
is
And
women tend to follow the honesty of a man. Now, if he fucking trying to convince one and not
Playing
the
them,
other
so
one
they don't like that
know,
being
playing
played
one
type
against the
thing.
other, then that's when it turns into a problem. But if he lays his cards on the table and stands by it like a man stands behind his word, 9 times out of 10, well, this is what I've learned. Women don't like for you to put them in a situation that makes them feel uncomfortable or intimidated. And a woman who ain't about nothing is intimidated by a man's truth. If he's living in his truth, she already don't want to fuck with him. She looks at him as, oh, he's too much for me to deal with. I can't control him. I can't handle him. But then there are other women who are exceedingly attracted to a man that is in alignment with his purpose, with who he is, and knows that she can't manipulate him. She'll stay with that dude even if he's married. Even if he fucking with somebody, she will. I'm good. I'm here. Because he's in his truth.
Let me see what Bobby got to say.
Well, I'm looking at the timeline for that because it may start out like that, but I'm talking about the chef life. Because you talk about being in multiple relationships, at some point somebody gonna want more, and in this culture, that's problematic. Because in other cultures, the economics might dictate you stay in that situation, but in this culture right here, somebody can step on you real quickly once they get to that point where, you know what, I tried this, I wanted this to work, but I'm really not feeling this because I want more.
Well, check this out. When it's one-on-one relationships, I've seen it fail. And all I'm saying to you is this. I say this to 5150 Nation. My opinion is this. If you are a man who, just like Zoe said, is honest, you have a better chance around a moral woman by staying honest. Not just about who else you're fucking with. I'm saying about everything. But here's what I feel like it hasn't been touched on. There are men out here who just are not capable of ever being honest about anything. They will not say what it is. It's women like that too. So as a woman is around a man like that who just will not say what it is, or even when she confronts him about something that she sees and he's forever acting like he don't know or forever dancing around the answers, but that's what makes a relationship, in my opinion, fade away quicker than anything.
Right.
So if you a man who has the strength to say, listen, I have another lady friend, whether you say it in the beginning or whether you say it later on, it all depends on who has she been dealing with. That was a motorcycle. Who has she been dealing with the whole time? Because it makes a difference when you talk to her. If you come to a woman and say some real shit like that, but the whole time you've been around her, she been bullshitting, that turns into the icing on the cake. But if you're a man who, for the most part, has stood strong in her eyes where she sees stuff about you that takes strength to even say,
right,
I think that she'll open up to different ideas like that. I'm not saying she'll be able to pull it off, but I'm saying she will open up and have a better understanding of what you're trying to do, rather than if you a man who always got that bullshit coming from either one way or the other.
But this go back to what we talked about a few years ago in one of these shows. In order for a woman to attract a man that is in his truth, she's got to be in her truth, right? And then on top of that, when I be looking at these situations, I'm thinking, first off, most men are socialized to lie to women anyway, because the lie works on them better than the truth does in most cases.
Not really.
Yeah, it does.
Why
Bobby.
you say not really, Bobby?
Because I guess in my late 30s, I got to a point where I said, man, I done told enough lies and been out enough windows to just stop that bullshit.
Been out enough windows.
It's too dangerous, man.
Right.
And it was problematic. And I just started telling women the truth. Look, first of all, but let me just, but I got there.
Yeah.
And so the success rate actually went up in terms of meeting women. Now, here's where the problem kicks in when you tell somebody as a rule, look, I got a woman and women problems. Oh, that's funny. No, that's not funny. That's the truth. I'm attracted to you, but I got problems with women right now because I do have a girl that I'm seeing. And then, the lady becomes attracted to that more so than anything else, in my opinion.
Right. The honesty, like
but that's the honesty that I talked about.
But now here's the problem with that, though. The honesty plays out to the extent where, okay, you're in the game, you're in the mix, you socializing with this person, and then them feelings kick in because whether she's not being you can be as honest as you want to, but some part of you knows that this woman is not being honest with herself. Especially if she's an attractive woman with something going on. How long is she gonna really be comfortable with that number 2 spot?
Well,
how long?
And
it's
again,
chef life involved.
That is a viable and a valuable question to ask, but we don't want to blanket license it either, because there are some women who are quite content being in that number 2 spot.
But for how long?
It doesn't apply to all women, that all women will be discontent at some point, or all women have a shelf life in the number 2 positionality. It doesn't necessarily mean that. There are women out there that are like that. And back to my point about men being socialized to lie to women, because lies work on women better than the truth does. First off, the only reason why men lie is to avoid rejection.
Right.
Number 2, men don't lie with words typically. We lie with behavior, because women value our behavior more than they value our words. So men have been socialized to behave in alignment with what the woman thinks is valuable. And we'll behave up until the point we get what we want, and then we'll introduce her to a new behavior or a true behavior, which is more in alignment with our truth. And then they go, well, who are you? And you've changed. Well, I've gotten what I wanted, and now I'm on to the next opportunity or the next situation. So us lying is part and parcel to how we interface with women socially. It is rare that you find dudes that just say, I'm going to tell the truth 100% of the time, period, regardless of what you think about me, regardless of whatever. And yes, there is a benefit to doing that, but it takes a certain kind of woman who's at a certain kind of level that can respect that.
Right. I've had that happen once. Remember I told you?
What happened?
The 12 years that I've been dating, I had one guy out of the 12 years actually say that, this is the truth. I'm going to tell you what's going on.
And you gave it to him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
After he told you the truth, you was turned on, weren't you?
I was, but I didn't stay with him. I
Okay.
mean, I was. I gave that up
He
to
got the
my...
ass. That's what I'm talking about right there. See, you got to keep it
I'm not talking about...
real.
No, he told me this after we were already together for a few months.
Well, he didn't tell you the truth. He was trying to get rid of your ass.
No. Oh, shut up, bastard Corey.
The truth will get her out of here.
Bastard
Let
Corey.
me let her know what it really is. around this motherfucker. You just realized that's the truth, didn't you?
No, it's not. I swear to all goodness. No, we still stuck around for a little while.
Individuality.
No way.
Individuality means a lot in this instance we're talking about. This is definitely a as you go, who you meet type of situation I'm talking about.
Right.
But I just wish the world wasn't set up where you have to cater to the feelings of your woman. Because catering to the feelings of your woman is going to lead y'all to destruction. In most situations, your woman wants the world to be fairy tale like. She doesn't want the world to be.
Guys, I mean, if they're lying,
I believe there are guys like that.
Believe the majority of the ones that are doing that are lying about it. That's their fantasy.
No.
They're not being truthful.
Guys who
That's
live in
fantasy for them,
fairy
too.
tale, guys who live in fairy tale worlds.
Yes, if they're having a girl here, and they don't know about each other.
Let me say this.
They say, I got a hot chick over here that I could take to the clubs. I got my wife over here that's doing my laundry and cooking. I can come home. That's all fancy fairy tale. They're not being truthful.
Let me say this. Guys who live in fantasy and fairy tale.
I got this girl over here. They're not telling neither one of them the truth.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm going
to
to get this out.
Because they don't want it to disappear.
I'm going to get this out. Guys who live in fantasy and fairy tale are exposed a lot quicker than women are who live in fantasy and fairy tale. Because when a guy lives where he want it done his way and all that, women are quick to tell you, oh, motherfucker, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. But when a girl is saying, I want it this way, I don't want you to go visit your baby mama today, I don't want you to do that, guys tiptoe around her request to keep her around. But when it's reversed, when it's the guy who's all demanding, unless he got a lot of money or a ponytail. I know Ice-T used to have a ponytail.
Oh, here we go.
What?
Here we go.
Ice-T,
Here we
he had the
go.
ponytail. Most guys don't have it like that. You get to be diva-like when you a man. That woman is quick to check your ass. But women are diva-like, and guys will just bite their tongue.
Anybody.
Not say anything.
Have you ever been a handful to a dude and he was just kind of walking on eggshells around you, kind of tiptoeing?
No.
I don't know. We need to have that bitch you had on your show, Zoe.
Who?
The bitch, well, you know who I'm talking about. You just showed me a picture of the bitch in a booty outfit. What is the bitch name, Zoe? Zoe be having them bitches on there, and Zoe be catering to their feelings.
Hello,
and I'm like, Zoe is so intelligent, but he will not check these hoes.
Hey,
it be
this is
me
a show,
checking the
man.
He
hoes.
ain't telling the truth.
I want to be able to keep them talking. If we just fucking chop their goddamn
What happened to
head
the
off.
truth?
What was that one heifer name that was on Joe
Jasmine.
That's one of the hoes. Look, I'm talking about, what is the other
Jasmine
girl?
is a fine, upstanding young woman. Very beautiful.
Jasmine is somewhere right now arguing with a dude that can do better than her. But he's like to fuck her, so he try to say shit to make her feel good to keep her around. That's what's happening right now with Jasmine. Call her phone, ask her. She gonna say, I got to call you back. That's what's happening to her right now. But I'm talking about, what's that other heifer name who veins was popping out her head? Who finally came out the bag on you, Zoe, because she felt as though this ain't moving as fast as I wanted to move.
I know you're talking about.
You are disposable to me now.
That's what you doing.
No, I'm talking about, because
He's talking about Brandy.
Brandy. What is her last name?
McGee.
Brandy McGee. When I used to see,
I like Brandy
Oh,
still.
she's sweet. No, she's
you,
really
man, she good. She straight for the stroke. Other than that,
Straight for the
Oh
stroke.
my God.
straight for the
I'm
stroke.
not
Other
hearing
than that,
this.
she's
I
an
know her.
awful
I'm not hearing
person. She's for fucking.
What are you doing?
And when she found out that you were not going to give her what she wanted as fast as she wanted it, she told you to kiss her ass.
Wait, not that.
It pretty much happened.
Brandy,
Like
what Brandy you know? We talking about the bitch who used to be at the foxhole.
Oh.
Oh, look at Darlene.
I
You want to make
you
sure.
might be
When he
mixing them
said
up.
that, I was like,
You might be
Oh,
mixing them up.
man, I know her.
Which Brandy?
Marcus King?
No.
You said
not
Oh,
her.
thank God. Because I
Brandy.
know her. Oh, gosh.
no,
she's
we're not
so
talking
sweet.
about Brandy.
That's
Oh,
Brandy
please,
Palmer.
I
thank
love
God.
Brandy.
Brandy's
who worked.
great.
Thank you.
Brandy,
Please make that
I
clear.
like her. She's
Okay,
good
good.
people.
Me, I adore
Yeah.
her. She's sweet.
Brandy
Okay,
has
God.
the Brandy
I don't
also
wanna be
has the
tainted. I
courage
don't wanna have that
to
thought.
tell you when she is displeased with
Now-
you and not smile
Okay.
with you to make you for whatever bullshit reason people smile with people about.
Right.
At least that's my opinion of Brandy.
Now-
Who you talking about? The girl who works under Marcus King.
Yeah, she's
the
good.
light skinned
Yeah,
girl.
she's very
sweet.
good people.
She's
Yeah.
real sweet.
Now
Huh? That
listen.
Brandy, right? Isn't she really
Brandy McGee. This is what
Okay, this is
happened.
somebody else.
Big
Let's-
forehead but fine bitch.
Brandy McGee.
Big forehead but fine bitch.
Yeah, Brandy's beautiful. But let me tell you what happened.
Zoe still finna try to patch that shit up. You must have hit the pussy yet.
Let me just tell you
Oh
what
my
happened. No, I didn't.
After you hit the pussy, you'll be like, whoop that bitch.
You're not gonna get it now.
No.
Sorry.
Whoop that
Go ahead.
bitch.
Brandy
You can still
just-
get it.
Oh,
If
no.
if you got paper, you can fuck her. Let me
No,
tell
you're
you
not gonna get
something.
it now. Don't,
We
don't
was-
say
but see,
anymore,
Corey,
Zoe.
let me
Just
tell
don't
you.
say
Let me
And
anymore.
I'm
tell
gonna
you.
say that. I want to hear your side of the story.
All
But
right.
Young
Say
Jeezy
anymore.
said it best. The world is yours. Wait a
won't
minute.
say
How them lyrics go? That song, Thug Motivation. The world is yours, and every bitch in it.
Come on, 20-year-old. What is his
I
age?
forget. Hey, Jeezy, that shit was dope. That song, Thug Motivation. Listen to that motherfucker. And that's Brandy for you. But go ahead. Let me hear your little bullshit, sugar-coated Brandy story, because I heard she came out the bag on you.
All she did, listen, she misinterpreted what we were talking about.
That bullshit.
I was saying women or sisters in our society have become like a social whore. She didn't understand what that meant. Right? All I'm saying was social horror, meaning all your decision-making process is not coming from an original idea. It's coming from society's rules.
Bobby looking at you like you bullshit.
I was sitting right there. That ain't what happened.
That is what happened. And this is exactly what this turncoat ass nigga did on the show. So I'm going to throw his motherfucking ass under the bus too. Because once I explained the shit, he went, oh, now I know what you meant.
This is the one thing I have
I always did know what you meant.
Let me tell you
She
something about
didn't
Zoe.
get it.
Let me tell
You couldn't
something about
convince
Zoe.
her of it.
Zoe has a loyalty to sugarcoat shit for bitches that he know. If it's a bitch that he know, he gonna make it right for her. Like he did with that one girl on the show, the weirdo bitch.
We ain't giving her no more play. Yeah, we ain't giving her no more play.
We ain't got to say her name,
Yeah,
but
Yeah, just cut it while you're
all
What
of
is
the
he talking
people,
about?
all of the people who watch me,
cut it where you're
All
at.
of
Who is he talking about now?
the girl you showed me with the dress on
Use
right there.
descriptions, don't say
Oh, you talking
names.
about Jasmine?
Use descriptions,
Jasmine,
don't say names anymore.
listen, people were watching the show, and maybe they do this because it's my followers, but they all say, why Zoe be sugarcoating shit for them hoes?
Can I? This is what happened though.
Let's listen to Zoe and his
Explanation.
version of what happened.
I'm talking
Go.
about social horrors. Brandy is thinking like I'm attacking
He
women.
said whore, so she felt.
Ooh.
Right. So then,
Nope,
so
Bobby's
then
saying no.
when Bobby is sitting at the corner, she asked, "Did I miss it?" Blah blah blah. What did Zoe say? What did Zoe meant? Then Bobby asked for clarification. And then I said the same thing that I'm saying right now. I said, I'm not calling sisters hoes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying social whores, meaning y'all don't fucking have these original ideas. All your ideas about relationships, about how we interface comes from society. That makes you a whore because you'll sell out a good man. You'll sell out a good situation in order to have what society says.
But did she say it was her show, not the Zoe show? She said this our show. I just want to know, did that happen?
Yeah, she said that.
I'm talking about right there. Hey, so can Bobby give his
Just a quick
version of what happened?
Well, that's
Bobby,
kinda cute, though.
you were there, right?
I was
kinda
there. I was
cute, though.
there.
I don't want to cause no drama between you and Zoe.
No, we
No.
already,
I didn't know any of this.
we done
I'm
fell
gonna take it out
already.
on Bobby's ass on the court. That's what I'm gonna do.
Bobby,
Here's what happened.
what did you see happen?
It's not what I saw, it's what I heard happen. She took everything Zoe said literally twice. He tried to tell her twice that he wasn't talking about her. She took what he said literally twice. And she
And you
dug
helped
in.
her.
No, I saw her
You
leave.
was like, what the fuck you talking about, Zoe? What does that mean?
because
Oh, I ain't with that shit if you mean that. And she was like, see, I told you. And then she got up and stormed out.
no, she was
Bobby, what is your version?
she took what Zoe said personally twice.
And Bobby helped her.
No, I didn't have to help her because you repeated verbatim what you said broadly and generally, and she narrowed it back down to a personal attack.
She thought we were.
What? No, we.
breaking.
It was you because
And
you
you
stood.
made, he made clear too. What you mean, Zoe? I don't know what the fuck. You remember that? You was there. I don't know
This
what you
is my
mean.
first time ever seeing Zoe talk over somebody because he don't want them to get out what they're saying. I've never seen
I
Zoe
want him
do
to
this
get it
before.
out. What are you talking
I've
about?
never seen Zoe do this
I do this all the time.
I've never seen you do this before. That's why I'm watching in amazement. Bobby, whatever you got to say, he don't want you to get it out.
She must
Finish,
be really
finish, Bobby.
cute, though. She must
Go
be
ahead.
real cute.
The sad,
really cute.
the sad part was Zoe did everything he could to rescue the situation because he wasn't talking about her. But she plugged in, and when she did, she wouldn't release, and it wasn't nowhere for him to go. And then she just continued to spiral out of control. That's exactly what happened. It wasn't his fault, but she.
There is a clip
got
on the
stuck.
internet where me and her went at it.
I
and
remember
the
that.
same thing
I remember
happened.
that.
I remember.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah, she
It's-
took it personally.
Bobby,
yeah.
did it, you was there.
She took it personally.
You saw
wasn't
it.
even
Did it
talking to
happen
her.
the same way?
You wasn't talking to
You
her.
know what I think I'm gonna do?
You wasn't even talking about her.
You know what I think? I
I
think
think
I'm gonna
that-
release that show because we still have that show, and I never released it. And
Why didn't you release it?
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. This is for all of you niggas out there. I'll tell you why. Because I said to myself, I don't want to embarrass her. Because the way I was talking to her, you were there, the way I was talking to her, I made it clear she looked dumb as shit while I was explaining it, and I reiterated it twice. I'm not talking to you or about whatever issue you brought up.
You should just grab her and kiss her right there.
As a matter of fact, I just shut the show down. I just shut it down. I told Chris, I said, we're not going to post it. And niggas have been asking me to post it ever since April. And then she had the nerve. I talked to her. Listen to this. This is going to kill you.
You had a bullshit ass.
I talked to her the next day. Right?
You stop saying it. Go ahead.
I talked to her the next day. And she was like, I told her, I said, I'm not putting the show up. She was like, what are you afraid of, Zoe? I was like, I'm trying to protect your ass. You look crazy. And I didn't put the show up.
God don't want me to get this shit out.
Because God know you going to say something terrible. Go ahead.
I find it highly disrespectful that you would protect the whore who is known for trying to charm her way into all kind of situations. The day I met that lady, that bitch smiled with me like we was best friends for over an hour.
When was this?
This when they was doing the the foxhole. Hold on.
That's what happened. See what happened? See?
I don't want you to get it out.
See?
Because you wrong. And Bobby, you wrong too. I'm taking out on your ass on the court. I swear to God, I'm dunking on your ass.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I don't know who this is.
He talking about Brandy, man. Brandy McGee.
Oh, Brandy McGee.
Beautiful Brandy.
Oh, she had her own show.
Tits McGee.
No, she's never had her own show.
That bitch smiled with me like she was my friend. Like we was buddies. Bobby, did you see that?
I was there.
You was there.
I was
that
there.
bitch act like she was going to give me some pussy.
Where was this?
Didn't she?
Look promising.
Where was this?
At the foxhole when they used to do it down there at LA Live.
Conga room. Okay.
That's when I knew who the bitch was. I showed her that she had gave me her number before because she knew that they were giving me a show on the foxhole. And
What is it?
I showed her how I saved her number in my phone. The writer dude that she used to fuck with. Light-skinned brother. He wrote on Martin or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know his name?
It
still
starts
in
with
my
a B.
phone.
Bernie?
No, it's
Something.
B something. Anyway,
I don't know.
I wrote her number as his girl in my phone. I wrote the dude name, so-and-so, and she laughed because he wasn't fucking with her no more, obviously. She had already came out the bag on him. That was my way of letting her know, bitch, I know who you are. I know what you do. You can't charm your way into me. So when she came out the bag on you, the evil side of me, I'm not ashamed to say it, was so happy that she stopped her bullshit ass charade of friendliness with you and checked the shit out your ass. Talking about this her show or this ain't your show. This is our show.
This is ours.
This is our bitch ain't put a dime into nothing.
We're this is a team. This is our thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my point. It's like
I got checked, and rightfully so.
back to the subject where that go. You can't create a life with a bitch like that.
Well,
Whether you by yourself or with a big gangbanging bitch that'll help you jump on the hoe. That bitch ain't gonna act right. That bitch is born to cause chaos, and any man around her got his fist balled up for no reason in the world. Where's she at? What is that? Is that a picture of her?
Is that you?
Yeah, that's us at the Fox.
Wait a minute. Let me see.
Look at the smile on Zeb.
That's not her.
No, that's not her. That's
Tangerine.
Tangerine.
Oh, that's on the images. That's on her images.
Tangerine has the body of a goddess.
What
What? I can't give her a
She
compliment.
does have a body of a
That's
goddess.
Brandy. That's the lousy bitch right
I
there
don't know
next to
why I don't
Speedy
remember her. I don't remember her from
and Louis Dix.
Well,
Tangerine and Clayton Thomas got married.
Congratulations. I know about that. I
Yeah.
wish them the best.
Yeah, I was happy for Clayton
Yeah, I was happy.
and
What's his
Tangerine.
name? What's that dude?
so Corey,
She's showing pictures of earthquake and shit. She got foxhole pictures. We don't want to see that bullshit.
Oh, I just pulled
so
her name
Corey,
because I couldn't remember.
when you
what she
consider
was.
the volatility we just described, how in the world
Can you have 3 of them?
Man, please.
Yeah, well,
You don't
he's-
marry women like Brandy. You don't become.
She doesn't deserve to be married. What are you saying?
That is a girl you fucking pay.
So, are you
That
gonna
is the
call her after the
closest
show
thing you
tonight,
gonna
man?
get to
What the
any
hell are you
respect.
doing, man? It's out there, man. Damn.
What'd you say, Bobby?
He's still trying to patch the holes in the Titanic, man.
Hey, man, I'm setting Corey up, man. Don't out my technique. Bobby just want me to use his phone so he can have the number.
No, I ain't. No, I don't roll like that.
I'll put it to you
But,
like this. I ain't mad at Brandy. Me and her had a few disagreements since we have met up on your show, when we used to be on your show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not mad at her. I expect her to do everything she does. I'm smart enough to know who people are once I'm around them a little while. I feel like, or I think I'm smart enough to know enough about people. So everything that happened with me and Brandy, I expected it. I'm not the male who's going to smile with her and be her friend just because I think that's the trendy thing to do.
well,
You know what I mean? So
but back to what you just said.
we
a
going to
minute
come to
ago.
blows.
When you go full circle with the concept of the show tonight, that's why I kind of backed out from the beginning of this conversation in terms of being able to speak affirmatively about the possibility of that shit working. Because in this culture, in this day and age, with me being the focal point, I just don't see how you're going to put that many people under the roof and have any camaraderie.
That's bullshit, Bobby Glantine Smith. You my friend. You my dear friend. So I know why your ass ain't speaking from the heart in this situation.
What do you
Saying
mean?
Bobby lying?
About friendship?
It's eagle eyes on you.
Friendship? Let me tell you something. Anytime I ever call somebody a friend, man, that was me for real.
No, I'm not talking about dear friendship. I'm talking about a man being in a relationship where the 2 women or the 3 women or the 5 women, however many women he deal with, everybody knows each other. It's uncomfortable for people to talk about because they feel like the person that they live with will hear their point of view and start some shit at home. That's why people don't like talking about this on talk shows.
But
And that's normal.
That's not the only reason.
But it is a reason, right?
It is a reason.
Yeah,
A legitimate
I
one.
know. I know.
But that's not the only reason, because those other folks that you talking about, they not comfortable with that shit either.
What other folks we talking about? I'm talking about everybody I know. Look.
Now, I'm talking about the women.
I'm married.
The other women
I'm married.
are not gonna be comfortable with that
I
shit.
know Ms. Holcomb gonna see this show, and she gonna have her little test questions for my ass. But I feel like I'm that nigga. I can answer them questions, and I guess the main you know what? You know what? I'm that nigga. I can answer them questions when they brought to me. Oh, so you want to live with 2 women or whatever the fuck. I can handle questions like that if they are brought my way.
Okay.
I'm not saying everybody can handle questions like that. Maybe we should take a break and give some suggestions for guys when they get grilled,
How they should respond.
how they should respond.
Why should you give them any kind of tips? Because all they're gonna have to do is speak honestly, right? So why?
Hey.
Truth
why
has
do
no
they need-
alibi.
Why do they need any kind of notes?
That is
or
a great
posts?
point.
That's
One
a
of
great
the
point.
rare
Why do they
great
need it?
points from
You just shoot from the
Darlene.
head. It's supposed to be honest and shoot from the
She
head.
didn't even catch that.
I didn't hear though.
Don't worry about it. He said something nice.
I doubt that. Well, I hope you get beat. I hope Bobby beats your ass.
It ain't gonna happen.
Go, Bobby. Go.
It ain't gonna happen.
It is going down.
Model
Go
T
get 'em,
Ford
Bobby.
is
We gonna
not
take a
be
little
the
break.
911.
We're going to take a little break and come back. But when we come back, that's the question. What was you saying?
What? When?
You don't remember your question, do you?
What question?
Will
No,
you
I said
help
you
us?
don't have to have. You don't have
You
to
were saying
have
that he's
questions.
telling the truth.
Right. If you're gonna
You
tell
don't
the
need
truth, why do you
points.
need
You don't
points?
need
Why do you
tips.
need
The
any
Truth
kind
has
of
no
tips?
alibi. So if you're telling the truth, Why do you need my
Shoot your
tips?
shot,
I don't
go
know,
for
but
it.
we still gonna give them when I come back. 5150 show.
Oh, I'd
You
love to
did?
hear this.
Brandy McGee. No, I'm just fucking with. Hey,
Leave that beautiful flower alone.
5150 show. If you watched the last segment, we watched Zoe put on his superhero cape. And
Hey!
make sure Brandy McGee. Brandy, if you watching this, you really need to go and get Zoe that pussy if you ain't gave it to him already. I think you gave it to him already because you was like, this our shit. I was like, oh, Zoe, you fucked up. That bitch feels self-entitled.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you didn't think I figured that out, did you, motherfucker? That whole talk about this our shit. You fucking us, Zoe?
No.
Zoe, you fucking Brandy?
No.
All right.
God damn it.
That's what's up.
Lord.
Last segment.
I would like to, though.
You would like to.
Yes. At least once.
He's being honest. He's
Finally.
being honest.
What do you mean, finally? I ain't tell no lies. What the fuck is wrong with Bobby?
You tell her you was trying to fuck her before you kicked her off your show, nigga. No, I'm just fucking with her.
Yes, I did. No.
Oh man.
Brady, we just fucking with you. Just get that pussy up, bitch. Hey, but look here.
Oh, God.
Darlene said something that was very valuable when it comes to talking to your woman about anything, really. But especially if you're trying to combine her with the rest of the bitches you out there with.
Combined.
You might have a bitch that's good for babysitting. You might have a bitch that work in Miss Fields. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get some cookies and shit. You know what I mean? These bitches are valuable. So what I'm saying is, the truth is, we need to tell the truth. That's what Darlene said. Well, how did you say that, Darlene? Do you remember?
Well, because earlier, before we went to the break, didn't you just say something about we'll be back and I'm going to give some tips on the guys so that they can say it better when they try to talk to their ladies
Right.
about this situation type thing. And I thought, well, why would you want to do that? Why would you have to feel the need to do that? Because earlier y'all said honesty is the way to go, like the best policy. So why would you give tips?
Why would you give tips?
Just be honest.
the guys?
Right?
Just be
Wouldn't you
truthful.
just be truthful and just let the guy speak? Why would you give anybody?
Have
Why
you
would you
ever been
suggest
there?
to give tips?
I'll go. I don't give a fuck.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
The reason you give some guys tips because everybody doesn't know how to communicate with women, whether they telling the truth or whether they're lying. There are things, even if
So
you
you're
are
gonna
telling
give
a
them
woman
tips
the
on
truth.
how to come out and be honest and truthful. You're not gonna give them tips on how to pussyfoot around the.
If you watch what's happening right now, fellas, you
Here we
need
go.
tips like me and Darlene being honest, but she talk over me every time I talk. You need
You do the same. Oh my
you
God.
need tips for this.
Oh my God. Go ahead. Give
Look at her,
tips.
she mad now. See,
Yeah, I'm not
you
mad
need
at
tips
you.
for when women get mad like that. How to make them feel
How do you
good.
deal with them when they get mad like that?
Okay, now listen. This is the
I
truth.
am not mad.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
We're just going to say you're mad.
Okay. For
You don't even have to say it. She mad.
You
Look
can
at that
see
vein.
it in her.
Yeah, Bobby taught me them veins. Me and Brandy got into it, and Brandy was like, Corey, I love you. Bobby was like, ain't no love with them veins popping out your head like that.
no, honestly, I'm not mad. I'm just curious to see what you got to say. Go ahead.
No. I'm
tips.
saying, like, the tips are, they will come out of my mouth in a moment. But what I'm saying to you is, like, I'm using tips. Guys, this is a tip. Like, Darlene is really, inside, she's upset. Like, oh, let me see something. Yeah, she mad at this motherfucker. But look, whenever a woman is mad but not all the way steamed up, you can put that fire out by complimenting her on something that she did a long time ago that you might remember that, you know, she always wanted a pat on the back for that. Because I think Darlene is a stand-up woman.
Always have.
Has been a stand-up woman for years, as she has handled herself like a real professional, with never shitting. I've never seen her shit on her ex situation. As much as we talk shit about Ice-T,
For sure.
we don't talk shit like, you know, derogatory,
Right.
disrespectful shit. We poke at it and make fun of it.
Right.
And I've never seen Darlene shit on Ice-T.
Never.
That's real.
That's real though, right? Am I lying?
No, that's true.
I think that's big.
Yeah.
That is a quality in you that makes me yearn to be in your presence as a lady, because no matter what the fuck going on with this, when it comes to that real shit, I watch you hold it down.
That's
Well,
true.
because I don't get why people even do that when they're apart, when they break up.
Right.
I don't get why people talk bad about that other person just because they're no longer with them.
Right. Now, see, all you guys out there, do you watch how I did that? I said something that calmed her down.
Oh
See, this real player type shit going on here on the 5150. If you watch the motherfucking master, you will learn how to calm down the beast.
Because the beast
$19.99.
boy.
that beast is already
14
calm.
payments.
Corey, everybody knows me.
$19.99.
I don't
You
get-
too.
All the
They
real
learn.
motherfuckers, son, you watch me transform her
Calm a bitch
into being in a calm state.
I was so
She was
worked
fired up.
I
You
was
suck
so
that
worked up.
That vein gone. Ain't that vein gone? I can't see that vein no more, D. That's
Sure,
right.
it's
That
a
was
false
a masterpiece.
victory, Corey. You already know it. I don't get worked up. I don't get worked up.
I'll never get credit for being who I am.
That was real
But
shit. There.
I know who the
Take
fuck
it.
I am.
Whatever.
All right, you understand me?
Oh boy, you pieced that together, bro.
charming.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
If I do
Yeah.
have the power to ask these questions, I will. But Darlene, you have dealt with more than one man at a time in your life, right?
Yeah.
Zoe, you have dealt with more than one woman at a time in your life.
Absolutely.
yeah, it's happened.
I don't want to put Bobby on the spot.
You a goddamn lie. 6 years in, man. Come on.
What did they? Bobby got to get in that KBG
Oh,
car
boy.
after this. The KBG be waiting on Bobby after these shows. We finish Zoe show, Bobby be like, all right, I got to get up out of here. Y'all be good. Right. Y'all be good. Bobby be tiptoeing about these
Oh my
motherfuckers.
God. You got to
The
stop.
KGB is alive.
Oh my Lord.
Stop.
have mercy.
They've been watching the 5150 for years.
Yeah, that's right. They know. They know.
But look,
Oh,
I
hurry up.
asked
Give your
that.
tips. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. I asked that question to say, Darlene, to remedy and do right by the two men that you was fucking, that they didn't know you was fucking. Don't you think telling them, even today, like you remember back in 1971 when we was at the skating rink? I don't know. Whatever. What I'm saying is, wouldn't you feel better if you called the guys that you used to fuck with and said, you know, I was fucking with people the whole time I was around you?
My God.
You saying with two different guys at the same
Just
time?
call two guys from your past and just
but-
get that off your chest, because they never knew. They thought it was just you.
Man, you trying to get her beheaded,
I
man.
know, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm talking about what happened.
Beheaded.
No, Corey, but you're saying
about what happened.
you're talking
Not
about
while
messing
she was-
around with having sex with somebody at the same time.
Did
like
you ever
during?
cheat on ice?
No, I ain't asking her that. I ain't asking her
I
that.
did.
You ask her. Okay, go ahead.
I already answered. Well, you have to read
Right.
the book. You know, the book comes out on Valentine's.
Oh,
2000.
D got her book coming out while y'all
Oh,
bullshit.
you already know. I already told you that's why I've been working on it. Yeah, the last year.
But I'm
I
saying,
didn't know.
I'm saying,
yeah.
like, would you feel? Do you think it
Ice
would be right?
memoirs? What are these?
It's,
What is it called?
It's mine. It's called Definition of Down.
Definition of down. I like the way that sounds.
A true hip hop love story.
Little hood novels. You feel me? I'm
He's
right
about to-
with her.
Okay.
About to put the motherfucking knowledge in the nation. But like calling two guys you used to fuck with and telling them, yo, I never fuck with you.
But that was teenage
Well,
stuff, so it doesn't really count. I mean, I met when I
Yeah, it
was
counts
almost 18.
because those guys believed in you.
Well, one of them's dead. The one that I dated the longest, he's dead already. Most of them are dead.
Okay.
Most of your boyfriends are dead.
Yeah.
Black women.
So,
Killed.
is there any two women out
They
here?
got killed. They were killed, yeah.
They got killed?
Dang.
That's fucked up. We saw
Not
that.
over me or anything. I mean, after the past. No, really, honestly, they're dead.
They
The
got
ones that I
out there
dated
in
the
them
longest
streets,
are
right?
dead.
Out there in the street, yeah. So the two women you fuck with that don't know that about the other two or the girl you were dealing with, would you ever call them and tell them, okay, well, the whole time I was with you, I never was solely with you? Would you have the guts to do that?
Here's a story. I've done that before, and it was crazy.
Just like Come Clean.
It was fucking.
Even after the fact, isn't that
nuts.
a trip though?
I knew I had to.
Why, somebody got pregnant?
Absolutely.
I know that's what dudes always tell when it ain't no way around it. They be like, he gonna find out
I
about this shit.
my youngest kid.
So in other words, you
waited.
Let's hear this.
I waited until she was like 8 months pregnant, right? And then I was in Atlanta. And then there was this phone call where it was everybody on the line at the same time.
Oh, not one of those. They went in on it together.
You gotta beat them too. If it's all you
Hey,
learn.
hey, are you on the mic? What's going on?
Nope.
What kind of side conversations is that?
It was saying that.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hold on,
you
let's
saying
go
that.
get this out.
Shit.
Let's go
Okay.
get this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
But no, we had the conversation, man, and I just told him right then and there. But it was after the fact. It was 8 months. She was having a baby in the next month.
And they still got real upset about that, huh?
Oh man, they still mad.
And they weren't even
This
you
is
after the
13
fact
years ago.
you weren't with them. So in other words, you guys were apart,
No, I was
Everybody
with
was.
all of them at the same time.
and you had to come clean. Oh well, of course they're gonna get upset. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought it
They
was
still
after
mad.
the fact.
That's real. That's real.
Jeez.
Tell the truth, Bobby.
No, he did the right
Yo,
thing.
bus throwing under the ass. Yeah, that's what he did. He did. Yeah, motherfucker. Tell the truth, Bobby.
Boy, somebody like that's wrong. How
I'm
people be
staying out
liking
of
other
this
people's
conversation.
sweat.
Shit.
Now Bobby's staying out of conversations.
No, man, it's no point in
I
going
was
back.
there, Corey.
It's no
Zoe
point.
said the bitch was wonderful.
Oh, that's your invitation to you.
All I'm trying to say is there's no need to, reopen those kind of wounds.
Ruin
in
your
my
situation.
opinion. 'Cause, no,
In
the
your
question,
opinion, it ain't never no need to tell nobody what they need to know.
not 25
They
years
need to know
later.
it. Why would they need to know
What
it?
the fuck? I look like calling somebody. Look here, 25 years ago, I did you wrong.
Right,
I
I
mean, what's
wasn't
the
really
point of me
You
doing
didn't say
that, man?
you ain't got to tell them you did them wrong. Be like, I want to come
No, that
clean
was
to
wrong.
you
No, that's
and
wrong.
let you know that your pussy was not able to make
we
me
go.
behave.
No, so what's the upside to that?
They know that you was an honest man about that shit, and you came
Honest?
clean.
What the fuck is honest about being dishonest?
Right.
I don't
what
understand what
so
you
the
mean.
old- So the old saying, what they don't know won't hurt.
No. If you've been dishonest for a long time, I've been there before. Goddamn, it's whack. There's a point where you go, okay, enough's enough. Goddamn, just come clean, tell the truth about it, and get it over. Sometimes for most African American men, just men in general, that's a fucking rite of passage. When you get to that point, you go, well, fuck it, man.
I'ma tell y'all something.
But was it a choice or were you
One
forced?
day in my life, I really told everybody everything they needed to know.
See?
And I almost felt like I was born again. It felt good. I woke
like a
up.
Christian?
The weight of the world was off my heart because I knew that they knew everything they needed to know, and I put it all out there.
See?
And that was since I've been a grown man. That was the most. That was the best night's sleep I ever had in my life. And then, as the years have progressed, where the lies have piled up again,
Because it gets to a point, right?
my sleep,
Now we know why he doing the show, man. God.
my sleep has not been the same. See, I've been to the mountaintop and sleep. I have laid down and woke up with no bullshit on my heart.
But then you
and I'm trying to
backslid.
tell you sinners, ye who come short of his will,
Oh,
you
my
need
Lord.
to tell that person you
boy.
with
Okay.
how much of a fool they been around you. They deserve to know that there is a motherfucking fool for even fucking with you. And if they fuck with you after that, that's real love.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
Book of Corinthians.
We finally got this thing. We were trying to flesh out when you gave him the subject matter. What was the end game? So you reached that second point of fullness, and you want to once again put it all out there.
Me giving advice, me giving, me talking about experiences I had. I do that every week. I done put shit out
Now
there
I know
on the
you.
line.
Believe me, bro. We done sit through this for 6 years, and I know you done made my jaw drop many times.
It's girls
I
out
put it
there
like
who have
you
let
do.
men eat haunted pussies. A haunted pussy is a pussy where she had an abortion less than a month ago and let him eat the pussy, knowing that it is cemetery juice dripping out her pussy. Haunted pussies are a problem in this country. A lot of guys have been digesting haunted pussy droppings, and I don't think that's fair. That man deserved to know that a life was yanked out that tackle box.
Oh my God.
If it's been less than a month. That's all I'm trying to say, man. People need to tell the truth. That's right. They got a tackle box. God damn it. There's all kind of hooks, bait, dead fish smell, little lines in there. Right. A lot of bitches walk around with tackle boxes down there, man. All kind of dead fish heads will be in that pussy if they can look up in that motherfucker. Wow. But that don't stop you from liking her. But you deserve to know that you are eating life yanked womb. What? Life yanked womb. Is that the official name for aborted pussy?
Wow. Damn, man.
Well, oh, okay, fuck it, y'all motherfuckers. I'm bad, I guess.
No, we just wasn't ready for that graphic.
Yeah. All right. So basically, if somebody wants to give it a go, or if somebody wants to try this out for themselves, go for it.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking
No,
you.
he's saying at some point in your life, men, women, you got to reach a point, a threshold, a watershed where you just tell everybody the truth.
It don't count when you've been diagnosed with something where you terminally ill. While you still alive and healthy and got a chance to do right, I feel like you owe it to the world and the people in your sexual circle to know what the fuck is really going on in your motherfucking life and they motherfucking life, whether they know it or not.
That might turn into a terminal illness.
That's what I'm saying.
So, Bobby, are you saying
you might die from
tell the
lead
truth?
That is
poisoning.
what Bobby's saying. Bobby
I
is
didn't say
saying,
that. I did not
really
say that.
Not much to say.
I'm not saying that. I'm just
because there's
saying
enough to deal with.
be
Wait,
prepared for the
both of y'all
consequence.
can't talk. I want to hear both of y'all point. Bobby, go, then you get ready.
All right.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't tell the truth, but you should take into account what the truth may bring.
That's your way of saying don't tell the truth.
No, I'm
what
not.
the fuck are you doing?
And jump on Bobby.
No.
Bobby, I know this. Let me tell you something. You are my dear friend, and I'm here to let you know that game weak than a motherfucker that you coming with. I would not say that to be trying to say no evil shit.
Okay,
that is some soft ass shit you talking about right there, Bobby. I can't respect that shit. If I was a girl in a house coat listening to that bullshit, I'll boil some water and throw it on your ass. For coming with that bullshit right there, Bobby. Now, Darlene, what the fuck are you talking about? What?
No, because because you said terminal illness doesn't count. Because when you're talking like that, and you said, okay, you come to a point, you've had enough, but maybe you had enough, a lot of stuff. I'm thinking, well, how much stuff did you have built and pent up that you felt the need and the want to have to do that? In other words, I don't think there's a lot of people out there that have.
Everybody is different. That's
what I'm saying. But
what's your level of what you could take?
Exactly.
But what I'm saying
like, how much shit have you got pent up?
D, listen to this. You are not promised tomorrow. Every day you bullshit. That is something that is on your soul. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying that I tell the truth all the time, because nobody does.
Right, but
nobody does.
But you got to a point.
You can't make excuses for ducking the truth. It looks weak in front of everybody with common sense.
Wow. That's a good point.
No, that's a good point. That is a good point.
You can't argue that.
Even when you try to dress your game up, you don't know how weak you look when you lying. Now, some lies you gotta commit to. You cannot tell this motherfucker the truth,
right,
because you might as well go pack a gun while you talking to him. Because you might have to kill this motherfucker. I understand that shit.
Or they'll kill you.
But after a year, after some time has passed, you should have the courage in your soul, if you are moral, especially if you're still around that person and it comes to some dick pussy shit, to tell them about, not in detail, Now, never go into detail.
Oh Lord!
Don't
see the
never
stipulations.
no.
Here come the
It
stipulations.
ain't no
These are the rules.
stipulations. You don't go into details about where your dick been because
Here we go.
My dick was somewhere.
you will be answering
But I ain't
that
gonna
question
Oh my Lord.
1,000 times over. She gonna ask you that question a million ways. All you got to say is, look, I be fucking these hoes out here in the street. I don't like these hoes, but I am gonna stop fucking with these hoes because you mean a lot to me.
Oh
My
that
priorities
sounds so-
are straight.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop fucking these
Right.
hoes.
I hate these hoes. You the only hoe I love. Why motherfuckers won't say that to they hoe? That's what I'm trying to say. And ladies, you need to look that man in the eye and be like, even though I go to church every week, I want you to know that Reverend Theotis skeeted all up in this ass. But we ain't never got to go to that church again, and we could go to church with some good Christian folk.
Try to do better.
Right. Or we can go to
man.
Eddie Long church where you ain't got to worry about none of the dudes trying to fuck me anyway. What? I'm just saying. That's how it goes.
Woo!
So
Nobody in Eddie Long's church is because she ugly.
they ain't fucking none of them hoes in Eddie Long church. The whole time he preaching, them hoes be patting that pussy during the sermon. Like, I can't get a motherfucker to say shit to me. And Eddie Long, moist, anally moist Baptist.
Is that the name of the church?
Anally moist Baptist.
Oh man.
Something dripping out the Lord.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, no.
Damn. We almost made it through a whole show.
A&B. Anally Moist Baptist, the Church of A&B. Oh, Lord.
You see Zoe added his little joke in there?
See?
So I ain't the only one who bad.
Okay, see, look. Okay.
I just, hey,
Hey.
shit, that's your joke.
This is why people watch the 5150 show, because of the honesty. Watch this. 5150 Nation, this week, our show wasn't online, and it wasn't because we didn't try.
That's for sure.
I spent
A grip.
more money than I ever thought I would ever spend on this pussy ass shit. I feel weird. I feel like this still was a good show, even though
It was excellent.
We had some technical difficulties. But,
we started late. We saw the chat room. People like, they don't know, they ain't even on the air. We saw that shit, man. So we'll be posting this motherfucker up tomorrow because we did record the show. And
Chop it up, edit it, you know.
Darlene, Bobby, Zoe, I
And the
thank
gang.
y'all for staying late. The whole gang. Y'all know I thank y'all for staying late.
Don't forget
The
about
who?
the game. The game. We got to
game?
record the game.
What is the game?
Basketball.
Oh, it's
the
going
bas-
down
Oh
next
no, the
week.
basketball
Yeah,
game.
it's
We gonna play that. We gonna play that about
Yeah.
30
Play
minutes
Bobby
before the
with
show
a goddamn
happens.
blindfold.
Or
my
however
God.
long it take. We gonna put they should play the game at 5. That way they could have time to wash up in the sink like they left a bitch crib. But anyway, what I'm saying is,
Play Bobby with a blindfold.
you got to plug anything, Zoe? Bobby? Let Bobby go first.
Just get with me on Real Men Don't Play It. Amazon.com, iTunes, Barnes & Nobles. It's time y'all went on in support of the brother. And enjoy the show next week because one of us is really going to be smiling. And you're looking at him right now. It's going to be me. I'm going to take this boy down.
Yeah, look at those faces.
Taking
Sounds
him down.
confident. Zoe, what do you have to say? What do you have to plug?
Anyway, Mondays, T Radio V, the Zoe What Morning Show. Tune in. I'm gonna beat the shit out of Bobby. That's all I got to say. I'm really gonna take out some pent up frustration I got out on Bobby. But just tune in. Go to my new website, IamZoeWilliams.com, and continue to support the movement.
Here's something new. Darlene is getting ready to release her book. What's happening, D?
Yeah,
Let the
that's
5150 Nation know.
Well, that's coming out.
definition of down.
Yeah, they just gave me the release date last week,
Wow.
so it's the 2015 Valentine's.
Ooh.
It's your side of the
Valentine's
story,
Day
huh?
Massacre.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
This white bitch came through and
No,
changed
she's
my
not in
life.
it at all. Actually, no.
No,
You didn't put the white bitch in
at
there?
all.
Oh, there's no need for that in my book. No.
Wow.
The definition of down. You about to teach a whole
Generation.
class of women how to be down.
Well, there was 17 years of that, so.
I believe you, homie. You didn't leave out no shit in there about what you did, right?
Of course.
Not at all.
That's what's up.
I'm
I
gonna tell you
believe-
right now, you
I
just
look
said
forward
something
to
about being
this.
honest. Watch, not at all.
I look forward to reading this shit. I
Honestly,
see like the.
you know how you just said, like you have to say.
So you revealed
honestly.
your infidelity.
I've revealed everything to this day.
That's what's up. I really
Oh,
look
wow.
forward.
That's
I
gonna
really
be
look
dope.
forward to hearing. Y'all gonna have a audio copy because niggas don't read.
Nigga needs some subliminals of your book.
Well, Rick Rubin just got the first copy of our first draft, and there are so many photos and audio and video links that we're gonna do a separate book with just that, with just pictures. There's so much because he felt that it was that important to.
There's some revealing
history.
pictures of you in the book.
Well, I mean, the old ones, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people want to, have motivation to read page to page. If there's
Look at the tackle box.
Oh no, there's never been any like that.
Anyway,
ain't no tackle box
There's never,
shots.
there's
Look.
never been any like
He
that.
called it a tackle.
check this out.
Hey.
5150 Nation. This show is recorded on what day? What day is today? Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, November the 4th. Listen, November 7th, I'm going to be in Battle Creek, Michigan. I'm going to bring the motherfucking house down. And the next day, on the 8th, we are in Chi-Town, my hometown. The ticket sales are doing well, but I want to sell that big motherfucking airy crown out. So y'all fuck with your boy. I promise you I will deliver. I will
Right.
not have
Count
you,
on that.
I
Always.
won't have you leaving the show feeling like, man, I spent all this money on parking and all this shit. When you come to the Corey Holcomb show, all I can tell you is this. I'm going to represent. If I wasn't going to represent, I wouldn't be saying that. I'm going to represent. So y'all fuck with me. I know parking at that airy crown is a motherfucking all that shit, but fuck with your boy. I got you. 5150 Nation.
Be back.
We lived again another week, and we will be back next week. That's what's up. Peace out.
Honestly.